Hi everyone, I'm Georges Saint-Pierre. Welcome to my Rush Fit warm-up. This program has been designed by Eric Owens.
The Rush Fit warm-up is a multifaceted warm-up that uses only body weight motions and allows you to work every muscle of your body in a functional manner to get you ready for the work to come and the rounds. So let's not waste too much time, guys. Let's go and get started here with a shoulder width stance, and we're just going to do some torso twists. So as you notice, I want to get my elbows up about shoulder height. They can dip down a little bit, that's okay. And I pick a good pivot point on the ground. I want to rotate back and forth. Imagine that my elbows, if there's a line, just about going about 180 degrees, if there's a sphere here, right? I don't want to go too far. I don't want to go all the way around here. I don't want to injure myself. Because remember, we're just warming up. We're trying to get the body loose, core temperature up, so we don't injure ourselves, and we're ready for the work to come.
The body is like an elastic. You try to stretch an elastic when it's cold, it's gonna snap. You try to stretch it when it's warm, now you're gonna be able to play with it.
Now we're doing each exercise for 60 seconds. So right now we have about 10 seconds left, and then we're gonna switch and go into our next exercise, which is a side bend. Let's keep going though, guys. We have about 5 seconds. All right, good job. So now here in our stance, we're just going to lean to one side, kicking our hip out, reaching over, then going to the other side. This is a side bend, and what we don't want to do is we don't want to bend forward and then over. We want to keep our body stacked, meaning knee, hip, shoulder, everything in alignment. We let the hip kick out to the side and we reach. This is going to be stretching the muscles of the hips and of the lats. And this is a very important movement pattern. In most functional fitness and in fighting, you have to be able to move side to side as well as forward and backwards.
Like every other exercise, you start slowly and you try to pick it up as time goes on.
Now we have about 20 seconds left in this. And also work at your own rate. If you find you're starting to fatigue, the form's starting to go away, step back, maybe take a few deep breaths and get back at it. 10 more seconds, guys.
Warm-up is very important. It prevents injuries and it allowed us to have our full range of motion.
Okay, great job. Now let's turn and face this direction, and we're going to come down onto our feet, walking out into the plank position, and we're going to walk our feet up to our hands. You just turn, switch directions, and go back in the other direction. This is a great way to stretch all the muscles on the back side of the body. We're also activating the core. We're starting to get things a little bit, the difficulty is increasing here now. So you might find that your body temperature is increasing. That's good. You should be starting to sweat probably around this point, maybe within a couple more exercises. The difficulty, the complexity is going to increase. And one of the things you might notice, so Victoria, if you can, let's do a modification. Let's do a bent knee modification. So Victoria happens to have great flexibility, but if her flexibility wasn't so good, she's going to come up like this. She's going to kind of tuck under, and she's going to lower down with a bent knee position. That's going to allow her to get down there on the ground, walk herself out, and she walks her feet up. She'll also do it in a bent knee position. Right, great job, Victoria. Okay, about 5 more seconds, guys. Let's try to get one more. Okay, now up and standing, we're going to take a move from capoeira, okay? We're going to do the jingo. We're going to go side to side, so it's like a backward lunge. We bring one hand in front, so yeah, your defending hand up a little bit higher, George, come up in front of the face, and we go side to side. This is a great move about fluidity. Basically, it's a backward lunge. We go side to side, and capoeira has some very effective techniques, and this is one of the base moves of capoeira. I'm sure none of us are very good at it, but still a fun exercise, and it's a great variation of a lunge.
Capoeira, it's a martial art from Brazil. It's also a style of dancing.
Now, this is one of their base motions. It's a great way to warm up the body. Moving back and forth, we have your coordination here. We're lunging back with one leg, then back with the other. About 10 more seconds to go here, and then we're going to do our walkout push-up. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now here, shoulder width stance. We're going to lower down, squatting. We're going to walk out into the full push-up position. Hands underneath the shoulders, lower down, then come back up. Try to stress getting a full range of motion here. So you squat all the way down, get your hands on the ground, you walk out to get your hands underneath your shoulders. You don't want them far back, you don't want them too far forward. A good alignment, lower down, chest to the deck, press all the way up, then back into standing. Okay, now we're about halfway into it, guys, so 30 more seconds. And you'll notice as when they come back up into the standing position, we want to make sure our heels get on the ground before we stand up. And let's check out Victoria's form here. So if you start to fatigue a little bit, it's okay to lower down your knees. It's also okay to restrict your range of motion if necessary. You can't lower all the way down. What you don't want to have happen is lead with your head or collapse in the core. You want to keep the core activated at all times. Maintain good alignment, ear, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle. Okay, now back in the standing, guys. We're going to